What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from the Quartering, and what a wild week of news already. I hope you're enjoying the coverage. If you are, please do make sure you leave a like on the video. I would greatly appreciate it. If you haven't yet, please do subscribe. Now, we saw a lot of the imagery around. I want to bring this back a little bit because I feel like it's gotten brushed under the Dylan Mulvaney insanity, but there is a serious issue going on right now where there's rhetoric from both sides, I believe, that are gassing each other up, right? By the way, where's the Tranifesto, right? Remember Nashville, and they said the FBI was going to release it. Where is it? Are they still working on an edit for it? There's all sorts of rhetoric. Remember they had the Day of Vengeance, all that kind of stuff planned. It kept escalating, and a lot of these activists, in my opinion, are unhinged lunatics. In my opinion. Obviously, I don't know that for a fact. And they're the ones that aren't ever really in the middle of it. It's the next unhinged person that follows them, listens to them, believes every word they say is true. They go out and commit an act, or they do something that gets them put in jail. This is very true of people like Shaun White, in my opinion, on Twitter. And, these people that never leave Twitter but are gassing people up all the time to go do insane things. Well, there was this weapon-toting trans activist who went a little bit too far. And we're going to get into that story after a super quick word from this video sponsor, Private Internet Access. Huge shout out to this video sponsor, Private Internet Access. Look, it's 2023. If you don't have a VPN, you're missing out on a ton of benefits. Not just a more secure connection, but if you're paying for Netflix, Disney Plus, or any other streaming service, you're already getting locked out of a ton of additional content that you could be enjoying if you used a VPN. And since they've been sponsoring the channel so long, they've rolled out a massive discount for my viewers. That's right, 84% off plus 4 months free. It's $2.03 a month, 4 months free, 84% off. Private Internet Access also offers privacy on all your devices, lightning fast global server network. And look, outside of all the additional content you're going to be able to view out there using Private Internet Access, it also has a strict no logs policy. It's open source. It has state-of-the-art updates. It's instant to set up. You can put it on all of your devices, your tablet, your computer, your mobile phones. It has unlimited bandwidth and so much more. If you don't have a VPN yet, make today the day. Use my link in the description to get Private Internet Access, start being more secure, and unlock loads more content. Pew toting trans activist fired from job with Colorado Forest Service following viral video. Interesting. On March 29th, trans Twitter user Kayla Denker went viral after posting a short video showing himself loading a weapon and posing with it menacingly. The clip, which was initially uploaded earlier this month, was captioned, "While advocating for trans people to arm ourselves, not any kind of solution to the terrible things we're facing, I do want to say that if any of you transphobes do try to come for me, I'm taking a few of you with me." Again, this is like wild, aggressive, over-the-top rhetoric, isn't it? It's like both sides where you have like regular normal people, and then these people who are like, "You're trying to end my existence. I'm going to arm myself to protect myself against you." Okay. Denker's video began circulating widely just days after what happened in Nashville. Obviously, it was perpetrated by a female who identified as transgender, left 6 people no longer with us, despite the fact that non-transgender people have been they were targeted in that event. Many trans activists took to social media to complain that the event was going to result in a quick uptick of bad behavior against them. As a result, many activists called for arming of trans people, claiming they were facing impending systematic removal. I mean, I'm not exactly sure. Again, this is like one of those things where it's like the rhetoric, the rhetoric is what is so wild to me that it just continues to escalate. They're going to push for this so hard now in the coming months. It's vital to arm yourself now. instead of, getting out there and voting or working on this kind of stuff, you're talking about arming yourselves. A direct action event, which called for the Trans Day of Vengeance, was also planned for April 1st, with the call for trans people to gather in Washington, D.C., but was canceled after organizers complained that the risks of the event moving forward in the wake of the incident in Nashville were too high. Posters related to the event were censored by Twitter, and users who circulated the graphic, even for commentary, found their accounts locked rapidly in a statement on the matter. By the way, this is via Redux. From the Redux team, wrote that the company perceived the graphic as incitement, or because of the word vengeance does not imply peaceful. We know that. Following the incident, Denker's video was met with overwhelming backlash. The video garnered attention from Newsweek, the Daily Mail, and the latter outlet revealed that Denker was reportedly a former U.S. Army soldier. What a coincidence. Known previously as Adam Denker, had once created, quote, educational videos for YouTube teaching his audience about weapons, ammo, and more. Denker put his Twitter account on private after being inundated with negative attention, but created a public account in an effort to inform people that he had posted his video prior to the event in Nashville, and to claim that he never intended to threaten anyone despite the caption affixed to the video. Yeah, if it isn't the consequences of my actions, or whatever the case may be, right? On the 14th, Denker tweeted that he had been fired from his job within the United States Forest Service in Colorado as a result of the attention the video had gotten from mainstream media outlets. In the tweet, he wrote, "I was fired by the Biden administration for being a trans woman that owns a weapon." The U.S. Forest Service is an agency of the Public Department of Agriculture and provides oversight and administration for the country's national forests and grasslands. In another tweet, Denker accuses an employee fairly high up in the Department of Agriculture for being responsible for his termination, and stated his immediate manager was sympathetic and tried to stop the dismissal. Of course, Denker quickly launched a GoFundMe requesting $5,000 in financial assistance to, quote, survive. The fundraiser currently sits at $4,600 at the time of this week, of course. By the way, they raised it more than once since then. Just to survive. I mean, like, I just can't, it's actually insane. And you know what also is funny? They're using the money for medical procedures. I can't thank every one of you enough. You've helped me more than words can express. Since I've exceeded my goal and I'm still receiving donations, I increased by goal, typo, to $12,000. Everything I get from here on out will go to the cost of living expenses. But if I can get another $7,000, I'll be able to get a tracheal shave, which will improve my life in a way that you could never understand. What? What? Denker supplemented his claims of having been terminated by uploading a scanned copy of the letter from his employer detailing the reasons behind their action. While Denker censored all his personal information, he left the name of the member of the public who reported him uncensored in the letter, of course. It's unclear why Denker was provided the personal information of the woman who reported him. That does seem odd to me. This says, on March 29th, a member of the public identified as blank, Redux clearly censored it, contacted management about the concern. You, as an employee of the Forest Service, were advocating for bad behavior. They identified in a post online you were employed with the Forest Service in Denver, Colorado. The specific Twitter post included a photo of you, racking your. This is, first of all, generally, I don't think you should be fired for social media posts. This is probably a tough one because if they, I guess you got to look into if they were inciting, or if they have any kind of internal bylaws or anything like that. But it's interesting. It's interesting to see some consequences there. He says the investigation, they wrote, "I worked for the government. The government is punishing you because it doesn't like what you said or because they don't like you having these things is literally what a violation of your First and Second Amendment rights is," Denker wrote in response to someone criticizing behavior. Well, I think when you put out that kind of content, of course you're going to grift off of it. you shouldn't really be that surprised. You really shouldn't be that surprised when people are concerned about it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do leave a like on it, and we'll talk to you again real soon.